Well, hello and welcome to the Internet Business Blueprint podcast and VCast. My name is James Holmes. I am your host, and I want to thank you for joining me today. We're here every Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And on certain days, that schedule may shift based on what's going on in my business and with my coaching students. But for the most part, you can find us here any weekday. Let me turn down a little bit of feedback here. Any weekday on this channel. And I want to thank you for being with us. Our focus is on internet-based marketing. We do spend time talking about direct sales and a number of different opportunities. Not that this is a show where you're going to come to be pitched on a program, but what it really is all about is training. And so we do cover quite a lot in this particular segment, which is a 30-minute segment on internet-based marketing, direct sales, traditional network marketing, and information product marketing, and affiliate marketing. And those are our core business models that we cover here. I want to remind all of you to make sure you refer to the show page. We have a very special program coming up on Friday, and I'm really excited to have as my special guest Mr. Rob Hanley. And Rob Hanley is a very highly respected internet marketer, internet entrepreneur. He is the founder and co-host of the Net Millionaire radio program, as well as the Net Buzz training system. And he's going to be with us for a full hour on Friday. And so really want to encourage you to join us for that discussion. For sure, bring your questions as well. I mean, anything related to internet marketing or personal development, you can read more about Rob's background on the show page, and I'd encourage you to take a look at that. If there's anything on this program that you want to get more information on, so if you've heard something related to a topic, if there's a link or a resource that was mentioned that you missed, and or you just want additional information, the best place to connect with me is through my primary blog. And you can find that at www.askjamesholmes.com. And from there, you'll be able to reach me directly. In fact, what I do offer there is a free 30-minute consultation on your business. And if you just look along the right-hand column, resource columns, you'll find a heading that's titled something to the effect of, click here to schedule your free 30-minute consultation. And there's a button there that you'll be able to book that appointment. If you click on that button, you'll get my online calendar. And any of the available time slots, you can just simply fill your name in and a phone number, and I will get back in touch with you, and I'll call you at the appointed time. And we'll spend 30 minutes of high value together talking about your business. Today's topic, what I want to talk about is how to think like a successful entrepreneur. So often one of the challenges that individuals that come into the home-based business industry face, it doesn't matter if you're coming to it from a direct sales perspective, if you're coming to it from a network marketing perspective, or if you're doing something along the lines of remarketing someone else's information products, or maybe even creating information products of your own, or doing affiliate marketing of all types. There are certain mindset shifts that you have to make in order to be successful in establishing and carrying on your business. And today I want to talk to you about a few basic concepts. In fact, I'm going to give you 7 specific concepts that we're going to kind of delve into a little bit today. Now, what we're going to do is use this as a jumping off point, both tomorrow and Thursday. So for the next 2 days, we're going to begin an 11-part series where we're going to be talking about specific universal laws of life and business to help you really break through from a mindset perspective. There will be a break in that series, which of course will be on Friday because of the special interview we have on Friday. But this is just kind of going to lay a foundation for you to help you begin to really think like an entrepreneur. And what we see happen a lot is people approach the home-based business industry either almost purely almost like a hobby business, or they enter into it with the right intentions in terms of approaching it like a business, but then somewhere along the lines begin to view it more as a passive endeavor or a hobby endeavor, because there's some fundamental things that sometimes aren't put in place from a mindset perspective to help you to be able to become successful. So I want to share with you just some basic concepts today. And then, as I say, we're going to use this as a bit of a jumping off point as we move into our program tomorrow and then Thursday, and then pick up again next week and talk about 11 specific laws you don't want to violate in order to ensure your success. So the first of these principles today, or concepts today, is that of the idea of playing big versus playing small. And this really comes back down to what your initial expectations are and your intention when entering into your business. Now, my hope would be that you're going to do this. Like anything worth doing, I think is worth doing at a certain level to play big. And because you're in the home-based business profession, you've made that choice. Or at least if you're on this program today because it's part of your process of understanding if you want to make that choice, I can tell you that it's a great place to play big. And there are some great income stories, there are great time freedom stories, there are lots of life-changing stories of what people have done, just regular people who applied themselves and made something big happen. And so this is a great place, this is a great arena to play big in. The idea of playing small, if you're either afraid to stretch your imagination as to what may be possible in terms of what you could create for yourself, or if you just haven't had that experience in your personal life to be able to really play big, I want to really encourage you to break from your any limits you may have and to really step outside of your comfort zone and to really map out some big goals. And I talked a couple of days ago on a prior episode about the difference between goals and objectives. And I want you to take those dreams, those goals, and then really get down on paper the objectives that you're setting out for yourself. And I want you to stretch. I want you to think of things that go beyond what you think you may be able to obtain and really decide what it is you want. And don't limit it. If you have a want that's a big want, but you have a fear that there's something you're going to be able to have that's less than what you want, I want you to push that fear aside. Worst case is you'll end up where you're at now, which may be a great place. And I don't take that lightly. But if you're at a great place, I want you to even create and envision for yourself something even greater. I want you to take the challenge to think big. The second thing I want to talk to you about, the second of these concepts, is really grasping the idea and really owning how you're compensated as an entrepreneur. It's no longer, once you make that decision, it's no longer trading time for money. It isn't that every minute that you put into your business, there's a minute of compensation. In the beginning, you may not be being paid a minute by minute for what it is that you're putting into your business, but over time, and as you break through, you're going to be way paid beyond anything you can imagine for your time. And so it really isn't about exchanging time for dollars. And at the end of the day, that'll become a limiting belief for you if you try to adhere to that. So in the beginning, it's about your investment. You're going to be investing in your business, investing in yourself, learning what you need to learn, becoming what you need to become. And then as the success begins to come your way, you'll find that you'll be compensated beyond what you could have imagined, as long as you think and play big. And then what you want to recognize is that the way that you're compensated as an entrepreneur is really in two major ways. One is you're compensated for the problems you solve. So if we are using the example of you creating an information product, for instance, to the degree that you're able to solve a problem that a large enough group of people are looking for a solution to that problem and decide to buy your product, you will be compensated. If it's in a traditional network marketing or direct sales sense, the greater number of people who you can present an opportunity to that they can see as a solution to their problem, money, time, freedom, whatever it is, then them coming into your business and creating volume in your business, of course, is going to lead to you being able to be more greatly compensated. So again, it's the idea of being compensated based on the size of the problems you solve. The second way that you're being compensated is by the value you bring. So the value you create for your customers, for your team members, for your company, the more value you create, the more greatly you're going to be compensated. The same law applies. So for the entrepreneur, it's not about time and money, time exchange for money. It's about solving problems and creating value. And that for you should be very good news, because to the degree you can do that, you can begin to really see how you can determine what your income is going to be. Now, the third principle is the concept of leading with value, leading with solutions, and leading with training. And this is much different than leading with your opportunity. What you see happen a lot, especially on social networking sites, I see this every day on places like Twitter and Facebook and MySpace, is people that are leading with a link. So they go out there and they make a connection with someone. And before they return any value to that person, before they provide them with any solutions or provide them with anything, whether it's training or something else that's going to be considered to be of value to that other person, they're immediately sending them back a message, giving them a link, and making statements like, if you want to make X number of dollars per week, follow this link, or this is the most amazing business opportunity ever in the history of business, follow this link. And it just isn't effective because people are skeptical by that message. That's not a winning message. And if I could take every person that leads with their business that way and have a really meaningful conversation with them and help them understand how that will never prove to be successful for them, a lot more people would be successful in this business. So lead with value. Solve problems for people. And if you're in a position to offer training, tips, advice, then offer tips, training, and advice. Build rapport with the people that you're seeking to prospect. And only then, once you have an understanding of what they're about, what they're looking for, can you even begin to offer anything legitimate. Because how can you say that your solution, what you have as an opportunity, is the best opportunity for someone who you've not even begun to build a rapport or relationship with? You don't know what they need. You know nothing about them. And so it's really inauthentic to presume that just because you believe your opportunity is the best opportunity in the world, that it's going to be the best for them. And so thereby sending them a link, making a claim like that, is one of those things that will cause you to get the results that you're experiencing if that's the way you're going about your prospecting. So what I want to encourage you to do is lead with value, lead with solutions, and if you can offer training and advice, then lead with training and advice. All this leads to number 4, which is the whole concept of your brand and positioning in the marketplace. And whether or not you have a brand. If your prospects, let's say you did, throw out one of those links on Twitter, and somebody decided to click on your link and they looked at your opportunity. Let's even say that they liked what they saw. If they then went back onto Google and entered your name and did a Google search on you, what would they come up with? Would they come up with anything at all? If you've been purposeful to create a brand presence online, to where if they entered your name and pushed search, that they would return information about you. Would they return blog posts you've written, articles you've written? Would they return testimonials that people have submitted about you? Would they be able to see that you have the demonstrated skills that you are maybe even reporting to be able to provide to them through your solicitations? And if not, why not? And if you have not begun to build a brand and haven't thought about a brand, that might be the first thing I'd recommend you do in terms of making the shift to thinking like a successful entrepreneur. So developing a brand. And then once that brand is developed, and it's got to be authentic, it's got to be tied back into what is authentically you. I see the mistake made a lot of times where people will go out onto the net. And it happens mostly in Twitter. I've seen some great examples of this. And they'll see someone who's really successful in terms of their brand. And they may have a huge following. And I'm talking about tens of thousands of people that follow them. And they think, well, if I can just copy that person's brand, then I will become as successful as they are. So let's say that they are kind of a fairly conservative individual. Let's just say in their natural person, in their authentic person. And they're going to try to take on the persona of someone who's, let's say, a little bit more rebellious in their brand. because that brand maybe is really selling out there. And so they begin to try to position themselves like, tweet like, talk like, present themselves like this rebellious person that's part of the persona. And you know what's going to happen is they're going to attract people that are attracted to that type of person, because it's all about the attraction you're putting out there. And so then when that person who's attracted to that actually connects with you and finds out that that's not who you are, then you've got a inauthentic, non-congruent message to market, and you've attracted someone to you that it does not fit the brand that you represent. And then what you're going to find is a feeling of mistrust. And you're going to find people either are not going to join you in your business, or if they've already joined you before they discover this, they'll lose confidence in you because you're not the person they thought you were. So what you always want to do is look inward. Look at what is really true about you. If you're a dedicated family person, let's say you're a dedicated father, that you're the typical, at the sidelines of your son's football games kind of a dad, or that you're a stay-at-home mom, or that you're a mother that works full-time and also has a part-time business, or if you are an adventure sports fanatic, or if you're a math whiz, or you love playing online games, whatever it is about you that is your authentic self, you want to really look inward and draw those things out and make them part of your brand. Because what you'll do if you put out there something that's authentically you is you will attract people that are attracted to what's authentic in you. And then when they connect with you on a personal basis, so let's say they read your tweets and were attracted to you and looked at your link and liked your business and decided they wanted to connect with you. And at that moment when you get them on the telephone to begin to build that real true relationship, they don't have a disconnect with what they've discovered, versus what they thought they were going to discover. So what you want to do is make sure that it's authentic, whatever it is you're putting out there. And then people will connect with you at the right place. And then you've got something very powerful. Now, once you've decided on what that brand is, you want to make sure you position it properly. Position yourself in the marketplace properly. So you want to make sure that you are, basically presenting yourself in the right way, in the right places, in the right forums, on the right sites, and aligned with other like-minded people, so that again, that brand is delivered to the marketplace in a very powerful way. You're not really concerned about the people that aren't a congruent match with you anyway. So don't try to appeal to the entire market. Appeal to the people that should be attracted to you based on the brand that you've developed. The next thing you want to do is, once you've created that brand and that online presence where someone can Google you and find you, and you've positioned yourself properly so that the message continues to be consistent and continues to lead them through your funnel in a consistent way, the fifth thing you want to do is really come to a firm understanding, really own the concept that your prospects are not looking for a company. They're looking for a person to partner with, and they're looking for leadership. So what you don't want to do, and this is another thing I see happen a lot on social sites, and again, especially on Twitter, where people will throw out their company name as that being the reason why someone should work with them. And if the reason why someone should work with you is strictly your company name, then why wouldn't they just go out and try to find whoever the number one person is in the company and just go join them? In other words, it isn't about you, it's about just the company name. So if you believe that, why wouldn't you just go find the person that is the most successful there and just join them? Well, the great fallacy, and this is something that is like the great undiscussed secret that isn't really a secret, or at least shouldn't be, is that you'll have a difficult time if you just go out and chase the number one person down. You'll find that they have an organization in terms of size and scope that you're not going to work personally with that person anyway. So your best bet is to find somebody that you have authentic attraction to, and connecting with that person who you view as being a leader, who you really believe is committed, and you want to make sure that they are, and locking arms with that person and building an organization with them, and pursuing your business that way. And so find the person that you're authentically attracted to, find the person that's a leader, and let that be as important to you as the company that they represent. And if you're someone out there that is building a business and you're utilizing the online tools, you're utilizing social media and the internet to promote your business, don't lead with the company, because people don't care about that. People care about who you are as a person. They want to connect with you as a person first, and then you're in a position to share with them your company in a powerful way and have them be convinced, if you're that right person, that you can help them win. At the end of the day, that's what people are looking for, people that can help them win. The sixth thing you want to look at in terms of these principles and concepts is that you want to profit from multiple streams of income. And I want to be really clear on what that means. If you are building in a direct sales company, a network marketing company, an information products business, or affiliate marketing, and maybe affiliate marketing, this is something that is it's already built into the mix. If you're an affiliate marketer, you know that you're doing that business with more than just one business, one product or one line of products. You've got many products, many sites that are working for you if you're an affiliate marketer. This is an area that misses, or a concept that misses a lot of network marketers in particular. Because what is typically taught is that you find the one opportunity and you put on the blinders, and that is all you pursue and sell. And if you've spent any time at all, following me in the program, you know that I actually teach a little bit different method, which is that of building a business funnel. And if you were to go back, and let me just kind of go further through this process of thought as it relates to network marketing. If you were able to get a room together of 100 people that have failed in network marketing, and if you ask that room of 100 people why they failed, and let's say that you were able to give them a shot of sodium pentothal before they walked into the room, and so they gave you their honest response, okay? So no egos checked at the door, the shot has taken effect, and they're going to just spill their guts and tell you why they failed. The most often, two reasons cited. Number one would be that they ran out of people to talk to, and that was because they only built a list of people they knew, and they chased their friends and family. And especially if they've been in network marketing in more than one opportunity, they may be chasing their friends and family for the second or third time. And I'm not saying that to belittle that process, because as I've said a couple of days ago on this program, that you must have in your launch of your business a known or warm market strategy that includes your friends and family. In fact, if you believe in your opportunity strongly enough, you should have. I mean, why wouldn't you share something you believe in with people you care about? That only makes sense. But what I'm saying is, and what I said a couple of days ago, is that must run congruent and in unison with, on parallel tracks, with a non-known market or cold market or whatever you want to call it strategy, which I advocate should be online. And you run those things in parallel. So at the same time that you're building momentum and you're working at maybe what may be the more low-hanging fruit or the easier people to approach of people that you know, and you're exposing your business to people that you care about and people you want to see win with you, you are also building a dynamic business funnel that is adding people on a daily basis that you don't know yet, that are looking at your opportunity and trying to get to know you, like you, and trust you, and bringing those people through a logical process, an organized process to bring them to the end of your funnel. And so that's very important. And within that funnel, therein lies the concept of multiple income streams. So the first thing people will say, again, the sodium pentothal shot in the room, 100 people, the great majority, and I'd say probably 98% of those individuals, so 98 out of 100 people would say, as one of their top 2 or 3 reasons why they failed, was that they didn't have enough people to talk to, or that nobody was interested. And it was because they started out with a personal list and that's all they ever did, and it was just too small. Or they became discouraged because people started saying no to them that they cared about, or stopped returning their phone calls. And it became discouraging. So that's one of the reasons they would give. The second reason they would give is that they weren't able to keep up with the auto ship. Okay, so in every network marketing business, and I'm using that as the example, we're talking about 4 different business models, but today I'm going to focus on this particular example in network marketing. There is an auto ship, a monthly reoccurring charge for product or services that creates the volume for you and the people upline from you to be able to earn a commission. And people who aren't over the line of profitability, okay, if you're making $25 a month in your network marketing business because it isn't working at the moment, or hasn't had enough time to work yet, is probably the more accurate way of saying it, and your auto ship was $120 or $250 a month, a lot of people won't do that for too many months before they'll just decide that they don't want to, or they can't afford to, or don't believe they want to invest in the auto ship. That's a whole nother mindset challenge that we can talk about at another time, because an auto ship is actually an investment in your business. It's not an expense. If you're thinking like a business person, you think in terms of investments that are going to return profit to you, and it may not be a profit the same month. It may be a little bit of an investment of time and resources. But keep in mind that many people enter into the network marketing business. This is the first time they've been self-employed, the first time they've been on an entrepreneurial journey. And so they may not be thinking that way. So with this room of 100 people, 98 of them are saying that they couldn't keep up with the auto ship, and so they quit because of that. And if you follow the concept that I teach of establishing a business funnel with multiple income streams, you'll solve both of those problems, because you'll have people coming into your business every day, 5 to 7 to 10 to 15 to 20 people every day opting into your funnel, not to look at the business opportunity, but to get to know you, to receive value from you in the way that I've taught it, and eventually be able to come to a decision about whether or not they want to join your business. And that's okay. Some are going to join you and some won't. But if you're not in lead poverty, if you've got 5, 10, 15, 20 people a day coming into your business, you're not going to be discouraged if 5 of them tell you no, because you still have 15 that haven't decided yet. And that's every day. So follow that theory, follow that method that I teach in developing a funnel to solve the lead poverty problem that a lot of people suffer in this industry. Secondly, if you have a funnel that has multiple reoccurring streams of income, you will have, if not daily, weekly income. And what you'll be able to do then is the auto ship will no longer be an issue. How you fund your marketing will no longer be an issue, because you have these reoccurring revenue streams. And let me tell you what they're not. Reoccurring multiple streams of income in your network marketing funnel doesn't mean you're going to have MLM du jour. In other words, 3 or 4 different MLM opportunities and you're trying to decide which one you're going to present to somebody. It doesn't mean that at all. You really do have to make a decision and choose a company where you're going to plant your flag and you're going to build, because you have to have that belief and be able to transfer that belief. And if you've got 3 or 4 companies going at the same time, you're not going to be credible to people because they're not sure what it is you're really representing. So what I'm not saying is go out and join a bunch of MLMs. You should have one primary MLM and one primary direct sale that's a big ticket that allows you to earn, $1,000, $2,000 on one sale. Okay, that's your big ticket, get paid today money, and then you've got your residual primary MLM. That's the way I teach my funnel. Then you're going to have tools and resources, and that's where the reoccurring revenue streams come from. So it's things that are congruent. If someone's going to market online, they must have a web host. So doesn't it make sense for you to have an affiliate arrangement with a GoDaddy or HostGator or someone where you can refer people to and receive a small commission when they sign up to set up their account? If you're going to be working with someone that says they want to market online, they must have an autoresponder account to be able to communicate with a large group of people on an automated basis. And wouldn't it make sense for you to establish a affiliate arrangement with a autoresponder company to refer people in your team to, and teach them to do the same, by the way, and you'll have a reoccurring revenue stream when they pay their monthly bill for their autoresponder account. If there are training programs that you believe in, that you've found in your own journey, would it make sense for you to be able to establish an affiliate relationship and be able to offer those training resources to people in your team and teach them to do the same, and both you and them will have reoccurring revenue streams. So if I look at my revenue streams that are 6 or 7 per month, checks or deposits through PayPal that are coming in, they're all congruent. They all feed my funnel. They all feed and add value to the people that I'm attracting to my funnel, and they're causing me to have multiple streams of income, some that pay, like I say, daily, weekly, and of course my primary programs that pay monthly. So the 7th and final concept is understanding what your lead generation method is, and also what your relationship model is going to be. So whether or not it's social media, working in your known market, other free methods, or doing things that are paid like pay-per-click or e-sign advertising, whatever it is you decide you're going to utilize in order to draw people into your funnel, just be very clear on the method you're going to use, and then implement the strategies that we teach in order to make sure that you're bringing that number of prospects into your funnel. So that brings us to the end of our program. Tomorrow we're going to really delve into the first in a series of programs. We're going to be talking about true attraction, how you create attraction in your business, and other essential laws for your business. Don't forget to be with us on Friday for a very special program at 11 o'clock Eastern Time. And until then, I want to wish for you a very blessed day, and I want to thank you for joining me. We'll see you tomorrow.